Hi, everybody. Welcome to some unprecedented crazy times. So I hope that you are all staying safe, and I hope that it's not being too stressful for anyone. Staying at home, I know that I'm not missing the daily commute. And getting stuck in traffic every day. So I hope you guys are finding some really great positives about online education that we can take actually for this next project. So obviously your project was going to be to get together and make a film. So at the moment, you can't do that. So I've designed a new task for you, which I hope will be really fun. And I want you to see it as a way to really be creative and to express yourself. Now, I've left it quite open, and I've left lots of possibilities for how you complete this assignment because I want you to tell your story. So, a day in the life of yourself in isolation, and you can tell this story any way you like. So, as you know, it says there, as the streets are empty and we're all home, show us what you're doing to stay sane. All right? Isolation day, whatever number you want to do. Okay, so what you're going to do is you make a short film on your own. Obviously, you can use the people who are in your house. Make a film about being in isolation or a series of webcasts like a Dear Diary style. And maybe you could do that over 3 days or even a week or even longer. You can continue this project on. I think it will be really useful to both yourself and I think it could be really useful for other people too, whether you want to create your online content with an idea and meaning behind, like giving really practical advice and practical tips and helping people stay positive, or whether you want to give like some lighthearted, funny entertainment, or whether you want to do something really practical, like, hey, we're at home, but we can still make really interesting meals, and here's a really interesting recipe that I've tried, and film yourself doing that like on a cooking show, something that's going to benefit others. I do want you to upload these to YouTube. So obviously you will need your parental permission to do that. And the reason that I want you to actually push yourself, and I know that's for some of you like, what? I don't want anyone to see. I really do want you to create some kind of online content. Okay, if you really, really seriously have an issue, then do contact me. But I really would like you to use this opportunity to use the tools that we have at our disposal right now. And this is a wonderful time to really embrace the technology that we have. So this is an act of storytelling. You're telling your story in your way. Okay, we've done a lot of work on how to create stories, how to write. So I want you to use those skills that you've learnt in order to write your own story. Now, this is not something I want you to just pick up your phone and just randomly do. Okay, I want it to be thought out and I want it to be planned, and it will actually show in your final product. I will be able to see whether you've just gone, oh, that's due tomorrow, pick up your phone and film yourself, just wandering about your house. I really want you to think about the intent of your video. So here's some ideas. So you can tell the story any way you like and publish it. Some ideas: a cooking program, as I've said, show you how you make a meal or some kind of baking that you're doing at home, and talk people through how they can do it themselves, okay? So a how-to video. A Dear Diary webcast, like I was saying, you could do this over 3 days. That would be a minimum, where you perhaps talk openly and honestly about how it's going. And I think now's a really good time to be open and honest about this. If you're scared, then say you're scared, because this will help other people who are also feeling the same way as you. It's just like when you listen to a song or watch a film, and it's almost as if that character really gets how you're feeling, or that those lyrics really help you understand a situation. It's the same kind of thing. So I really, really want you to, I suppose, be your souls, be open and honest if you're going to choose this style. You don't have to choose this style, but if you do, it really needs to be quite an open and honest recording of how you're doing. Yeah? And you might be fine. You might be going, this is fantastic. And you're just listing all of the great things that you're loving about online learning and being at home every day. Pranking members of your family. Obviously, I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want to be responsible for that. But if you want to make a film where you are in a friendly and fun way pranking members of your family and filming it and capturing it on film, obviously anyone that's also in your videos, and this goes for any of them, you need permission from all of those people to be able to put it online first. So before you think about this, think about whether you are actually going to get their permission to put it online. Okay, a day in the life of. So this could be literally like, this is my morning routine, this is my evening routine, this is my daily routine. But obviously it's not going to be 12 hours long. You need to edit it and to make it interesting and fun. There's plenty of examples on YouTube where people have done a day in the life of a software engineer, a day in the life of a model, a day in the life of a stay-at-home mum. Yeah? So you can have a look at other ideas that are already existing on YouTube and get inspiration from those. But again, this is your story. Make it personal to you. Okay. Or a survival guide. So maybe it's a practical survival guide. Here's some real good tips and tricks of how to get through the day, how to survive with your siblings, how to not get upset with your parents, that kind of stuff. It could be quite a serious thing, or because I know many of the students in my class, maybe it could be like a really humorous thing, okay? A survival guide, how to survive being in isolation, being at home all the time. Something like, taking an idea of a Bear Grylls type adventure kind of program, but you're, totally doing it at home. So, in the days, people used to have to go and hunt and gather their food. Now we just open up an online grocery ordering app and we can order our groceries online and someone delivers them. Okay, so have fun with this and think about what it is that you want to tell people. Think about your intent and then decide how you're going to tell it. Obviously, it doesn't have to be these ideas that I've listed here. If you've got something else that you'd like to try, just flick me an email and let me know what it is, and I'm sure it will be fine. So what you'll be marked on. I've talked a lot about your intent. Okay, this also goes into your focus. And this is something that we talk about a lot in drama class, is being focused on your task. So be focused on the task you're completing. Be realistic about how you're going to film this. So have a plan, as I said before. Don't just go, oh, this is due in tomorrow, I'm just going to wander around my house randomly filming myself. Okay, what's your intention? What do you want to share with people? What part of your story do you want to tell? 3 minutes I've put out as a guide. Obviously, if you're making quite a complex recipe or something that takes longer, that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to put some kind of guide there. Obviously, I don't want it to be less than 3 minutes, but then in saying that, it could be some kind of like super fast-paced, edited together film where 1 minute 30 is actually enough. So I'm sure that with all the stuff that we've done in class, you guys can gauge that. And if you have any questions, obviously I am here all the time to answer your questions. The clarity of message. I can't reinforce this enough. Yeah, decide on what you want to say, what your story is, and then go and choose what video you're going to do and film it accordingly. Edit it well. Don't have a heap of like the dead space. We're like, and then oh gosh, okay, or perhaps like often with cooking shows, they've got everything prepared. So it's like, add half a cup of milk. The milk's already there and prepared. So think about that as an analogy. Everything needs to be prepared. And this goes on to the next topic, be organized and prepared. This will show. Think about your color theme, your style of your film, placement of how you're going to situate yourself in the camera and anyone else in the camera, okay, in the shot. We've done a lot of work on different kinds of filming styles and different kinds of shots. Use that knowledge. Think about the mise en scène. Remember, the mise en scène are the things that are in the scene. So, don't be filming your if you're doing a day in the life of, and here's a day in the life of, here's me getting out of bed, and oh, there's a pair of dirty underwear on the floor. Okay? Think about that kind of stuff. Again, it goes to plan and be organized. Okay, so then first, obviously, gain your permission to upload the video. Send me the link. And then I want you to ask your friends and family. You get to choose who you send the link to, and ask them to put some feedback in the comments. And then you will do a reflection on how the task went and what you thought of the comments and feedback. Obviously, don't send this to people that are going to say nasty thing. Don't send it to internet trolls. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to send the link to people who are your friends and your family who are going to give you constructive feedback on your film. All right, you've got 3 weeks to complete and upload your video. This is due April the 16th. All right, so plenty of time to think about it and really prepare it and really do a good job. I know you've got lots of other work to do at the same time. That's why your deadline for this is a little further out. We need time to adjust to all of this and time to adjust to the online learning. So it's not due until April the 16th. And again, have fun with this, okay? This is your story. This is for you. So have fun, and I'm always here to answer any of your questions. Be safe and stay sane. Bye, everybody.